Two housemates with a 51-year age gap say they have lots in common. They do most things together and never argue. Ella Wilson, 22, moved in with 73-year-old retiree David Cox in Sydney, Australia in September 2024, after backpacking around Australia. She found his room through word of mouth, after a customer at the cafe she works in introduced the pair. Despite their generational difference, Ella says David is the best housemate she's ever had, and the pair cook together, go running together, and eat ice cream together. David has even said Ella reminds him of his own eldest daughter, now 45, and jokingly calls her a stand-in daughter. Ella, a travel content creator, originally from England, said, "David and I get along like a house on fire, we never argue. I've lived in rented rooms before, I always felt like I was just living in someone else's house. It's a completely different ballgame here. I feel completely at home, not like I'm treading on eggshells. The only time David and I ever disagree is when he tries to give me cookies when he knows I'm eating healthily." David, a retiree, said, "To be honest, I thought it'd be hell, but I'm surprised at how easy it's been. We take turns in cooking. We have an unwritten rule that one person cooks for us one night, then the other, the following night." Ella left college aged 18 in 2020 to go traveling, as she didn't feel she was made for the UK life. After backpacking around Spain and Hawaii, she made her way to Australia in January 2024, initially hoping to travel for a week. But after her week of booked accommodation ran out, she decided to stay in the country and sofa surf. "I was living in hostels and staying on people's sofas the whole way," she said. "I thought, around August, that I'd need to settle for a bit and actually find some work. I got myself a cafe job, but I still needed somewhere to live. Me being me, and with a cafe being a social place, I started asking around. During a shift, Ella met a customer who said she knew someone who had a room available. The customer worked as a carer in a women's refuge, looking after people affected by domestic violence. Her friend, David, was a retiree with a spare room, who told his friend to offer it to women under her care who needed it. I got a phone call to meet this young lady," David said. "I was thinking she was a woman in trouble, not a 22-year-old tourist living in Australia. I'm a 73-year-old retired bloke, I didn't think she'd be interested at all in looking at the place. But as it turns out, she accepted. I've got children, aged 45, 43 and 37, but none of them live near me. Ella reminded me of my oldest daughter, they're both very good soccer players. They're both always active, and they love healthy food." Ella added, "I was in a place where I just wanted to get my head down, get fit and work. I knew I'd be a bit lonely at this time. David came to my cafe, we had a quick chat, spoke about things we had in common, like football and running. We got on, and his house was in a really lovely spot." On September 9, 2024, Ella moved into David's house. Despite living in his spare room, Ella says the retiree has made her feel as if the house is half hers. They share everything, often working out, or going out for ice cream together.